Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rule of Three, the Breakdown Edition. As always, I'm your host, I'm Jeff, and I'm joined by Big Shot Bob.
I don't feel like it's such a big shot. My prediction was off, but I've never been happier to be wrong about a prediction, man.
I'm going to tell you what, as a prediction of sports, it does not get better for me than it did yesterday. I picked the Cavs to win the series. I picked the Cavs in preseason. They came true. Also, if you listened to the show last week, I also picked Dustin Johnson to win the U.S. Open.
What a call. What a call.
And got that right. It don't get no better than that. I just want to say hello to all the Periscope people out there. You got something to say about LeBron? Go ahead and let me know.
Fuel the fire.
Yeah,
well, I don't know what you could say today, though.
There's nothing you can say against him today. Sorry.
And all the fathers. Oh, snap. I'm about to break some over here. All the fathers out there, happy belated Father's Day. I know I enjoyed my Father's Day yesterday.
As did I.
Man, a few brews, few good food, very good Game 7.
Yes.
Dustin Johnson didn't have to do nothing but just walk the course because he was pretty much given the U.S. Open title by
Shane Lowry, man.
Lowry melted.
Woo.
I mean, his third round, even when he woke up Sunday morning to finish up, you felt like this guy is rolling. And then he just gave it all back, man.
Not a good Father's Day
Not
for
a good
Shane
Father's
Lowry.
Day for him. But
Although, I won't lie, I don't usually talk about this kind of stuff because I'm a happily married man. But Dustin Johnson's wife,
she was a looker, ain't she?
maybe wear a longer dress next time.
No, we ain't mad.
No.
Wear the white dress.
My wife was, my
wanna see
wife
the
was
cheeks.
like, she probably knew she was going to be on TV. Maybe she should have wore a longer dress. And I was like, actually, she probably thought her husband was going to collapse like he always does.
But golfers have hot wives.
That's true.
Golfers have very hot wives.
I mean, they spend a lot of time at home. It's an activity they can take their family to.
Exactly. Them and NASCAR drivers, man. NASCAR drivers got some hot wives.
They get
too.
paid, man.
Get paid, man.
And they spend a lot of time at home. You can take I think it has a lot to do with you can take your family everywhere you go.
Exactly.
You can take them to the racetrack. You can take them to the golf course. But we're going to talk more about the U.S. Open and a lot of other stuff in our second show. In our first show, it is all NBA Game 7. If you don't know by now and you live under a rock, the Cleveland Cavaliers, Game 7, Kyrie, last shot, champions. LeBron James, unanimous Finals MVP.
I mean, he was going to win the MVP if they lost the game.
He led every major statistical category for an entire series.
For both teams.
And you know who never done that? Michael Jordan. No one ever.
No one ever. And he's joined rare air, one of only 3 players to win 3 regular season MVPs and 3 finals MVPs. The other 2 their initials are MJ, Magic, and Michael, of course. And he's joined 5 other players with 3 titles,
yeah,
and MVPs, and it was a lot of people.
He did a lot last night.
He's done a lot this series. Back-to-back 40-point games. He joined a list of 4 other people. Triple-double in Game 7 in the finals.
There's only one triple-double away from holding the record for most tying the record with MJ, Magic Johnson, and that MJ.
And LeBron hasn't played with the talent that Magic Johnson played with
no.
in the Showtime Lakers.
No offense to Kyrie Irving. Now, if somebody would have voted for him as MVP, I wouldn't think you're crazy.
He probably got a couple MVP
No, he
points.
because he was unanimous.
It wasn't unanimous.
LeBron was unanimous, but
yeah.
But I wouldn't. Nobody's sitting there going, "Oh, you're crazy," if you think Kyrie was the MVP. He did work, except for outside of Game 1 and Game 2. How crazy is it that the last play, the most important play outside of Kyrie's shot, was Kevin Love's defense?
Kevin Love's defense
on Steph Curry.
It was incredible. They were down 3. You knew Steph was looking for the 3 ball. Kevin Love moving his feet, got his arms
that lane.
Out.
You could have drove a Mack truck through it. It was open.
He was inviting me. Like, go to the lane. Tristan Thompson's down there. I got help. Steph, I want this 3. I want this 3. Too bad. Kevin Love ain't giving it up.
Didn't come off his feet. Kept the hand up the whole time. Beautiful defense by Kevin Love.
I think phenomenal defense from the Cavaliers in general. They bumped them. They were really physical with them. They made them work on the defensive end. They were putting Steph Curry in so many different pick-and-roll situations. Like, guard. We dare you to guard.
Yeah.
It's more than just shooting the threes, the long J's. Can you guard? Can you defend? And he couldn't. Because Steph Curry ate that 3 in his eyes that Kyrie Irving pretty much won the game with.
And if you're one of those people that get upset and you're like, oh, LeBron crying, that man has been working towards this moment for, 13, 14, no, probably 31 years.
But let's be real. That was some ugly crying going on.
Yeah.
His faces were
Who was
ridiculous,
worse,
man.
him or JR?
I don't know.
JR was weeping. He was weeping.
But then you saw him a couple hours later at the club pouring bottles on girls and just grinning from in there. It's like, which JR do we got here?
Dude, it was so bad. All right.
But it was a lot of ugly crying going on. Grown men that just won a championship maybe shouldn't be crying like that, man.
So let's jump right into this conversation that's bound to come up. Legacy. LeBron's. What does it do?
He is definitely in, like Isaiah Thomas told him last night during the post-game interview, he's in the room and in the room we talking about.
How big is the room? Because that's the conversation that everybody's
It's like
talking about.
6 players, man. Kareem, Russell, Magic, Michael.
And LeBron? What about Duncan and Kobe?
I put Duncan in the room.
See, I think the room
I don't
has
put Kobe
to be
in the room because Kobe won his 3 first titles with Shaq. He played with Shaq.
See, people forget that. They're like, oh, Kobe's got 5. Well, Kobe had Shaq.
Kobe had Shaq.
Let's compare Shaq to anyone that's ever played with LeBron.
And then they talking about, well, LeBron jumped team to team. Shaq went to 4 or 5 different teams. He won titles in 2 different cities. You know? So, and this is the new age of the NBA. Players just don't stay with one team.
No.
It's unheard of.
No, Kobe is like an anomaly in that. Kobe,
D-Wade.
Michael. I mean, they're I guess if you look at it, the great ones usually do stick with one team, but people flock to them. Nobody was coming to Cleveland. LeBron had to go to Miami, hook up with his boys to prove that he's worth coming to.
Exactly.
Goes back to Cleveland, gets Kyrie. I think the whole thing was planned out by LeBron.
Exactly.
LeBron was like, "I'm leaving. You guys are gonna suck. Get all these first round draft picks,
number 1 picks." The 4 years when LeBron was gone, they had the worst record in the league.
Yes,
in the league. But
comes
they got
back
picks.
now. We put some of those picks that helped us get Kevin Love, got Kyrie, kept Kyrie. The crazy thing is, they still screwed it up when he wasn't there. I mean, you look at the Anthony Bennett pick.
Yeah. Kyrie was a good pick. Wiggins, we know would have worked out, but they got Kevin
I would have
Love
liked to have
Wiggins.
seen. I think the thing with LeBron was he was trying to teach guys how to win, not teach guys how to play.
Exactly.
I think that's what it boils down to as to why he went there and he got rid of a guy like Wiggins. I don't think it meant any disrespect to Wiggins at all.
And I think Andrew Wiggins was in the same boat. I don't want to be in LeBron James' shadow.
No.
I'm trying to build my own legacy. I can't build a legacy if I'm playing under this
If I'm
man's
supposed
shadow.
to be the next
big
guy,
thing. Yeah.
if I'm supposed to be the next LeBron, I can't play next to LeBron.
I can't play under his shadow.
No.
Because he casts a very large shadow.
All right, man. So, they're already disrespecting the Cleveland Cavaliers. Vegas comes out, says the Golden State Warriors are the favorite to win it next year.
2-1 favorite.
I think, man, I'm telling you, I think there's too many variables with the Golden State Warriors. Now, this isn't a show to sit here and go, see, I knew the Golden State Warriors were bums.
Oh, no. We know how good they are.
Yeah. They need a guy who can be physical besides Draymond.
They missed Bogut. They missed Andrew Bogut so much in the last couple of games because they had nobody in the front of the rim. There was nobody that Green could throw that lob pass to that could dunk the ball and finish for him. Nobody to do the dirty work and grab those defensive rebounds. They got out-rebounded last night by like 9 or 10 pounds again.
See, Bogut wouldn't have come off of his feet at the three-point line when LeBron James pump faked him.
Exactly. Azili. Festus.
This is Azili, man. I'm telling you. It was bad. And then he hit the 3 right after that. It was a huge... I mean, the game itself was one of the most... but the last 4 minutes was ugly.
Both teams were gassed at that point.
Totally burnt out. Especially the jump shooting team.
Yeah. It was like those long jump shots just seem harder and harder. They make it look easy, but trust me, guys, 25-foot three-point shots are tough.
Yeah.
Go out there on a basketball court right now and go shoot some
over and over and tell me how many you get to till you're like, oh, I'm tired of jumping.
Right?
And jump at their level. They're jumping out the building. And Steph Curry gets height.
They got to get height to get over these 6'11", 6'12" shot blockers.
So do you think that's what it boils down to for old Stephen Curry? Because his play was bad in the whole NBA Finals. Outside of what, Game 4? Game 4 was good.
Game
I
4
guess
was
Game
good.
6 was good. He just couldn't stay out of foul trouble. And don't sit here and give me it's rigged, Aisha. Don't give me none of that.
Yeah, I mean,
Look,
anybody else's wife would have said that their husband's employer is rigging something or doing something
they'd
that's
had to go
a
home
crime.
and be like, "Shh,
We'd have been
honey."
fired.
Yeah.
We'd have been fired.
Yeah. No. My thing with Steph sorry. My thing with Steph is he's mastered the 3-point shot, and that's all well and good. But I mean, really, what else does he have? Look at his he's a great passer. Well, that behind the back crap to the guy in the first row, that wasn't that a great pass. I'm sorry. He's not that great. Please, let's end the discussion. Is Steph taking the best player? Wait, no. LeBron James proved that he is the best player in the game, hands down, no questions asked.
No questions.
Don't step to him because he will put you down. We're talking down 3-1 comeback.
In the 70 years that the NBA has been around, no team had ever come back. And only 2 teams before the Cavaliers have forced the Game 7.
They came back, forced the Game 7, but they both lost. He's the first.
He's the first.
He just
got over the hump.
He gets records, man. That's what he does.
He wins chips. The king is back.
All right, so let's talk about a rumor going around now. It's a hot topic.
Okay.
A lot of people said now that he's delivered his promise, #I promise.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people think LeBron might leave because him and Dan Gilbert, that's not a good relationship.
I hear that rumor is out there. I don't see him leaving. I see him opting out to get more money from the Cavaliers, signing another 2-year deal with the option to opt out after the next season.
Oh, he's opting out. Oh, yeah.
So he can get $30 million, $35 million next season. I see him doing that.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, where are you going to go? You really want to go back to Miami and deal with Pat Riley? He called you out in the media. He disrespected your decision, whatever. And that team is old.
Don't come at me with the Lakers. Oh, he's going to go play for the Lakers.
No.
Why would he go play for the Lakers?
If you want to do anything, go to New York. The Knicks need a title.
Yeah,
they
but
desperate.
it's more likely that Kevin Love gets to go to New York and Carmelo Anthony comes to Cleveland.
I wouldn't want to do that.
No.
After what Kevin Love gave me in Game 7.
Gosh.
Kevin Love has accepted his role. He can do what he needs to do in the regular season, be an all-star, 20-10. But matchups against, like, the Warriors, we need you to just do
Sometimes
this.
it's okay.
Chris Bosh had 0 in Game 7.
0.
And he was fine.
Sometimes you're not going to be good in a series.
Exactly.
Did we forget the double-doubles he was averaging in the first and the second round? Oh, wait, I forgot. The East sucks. I get that, okay? You get to the finals, and sometimes matchups just don't work. You know what's not a good matchup? Stephen Curry against a team that's going to pound him and just put work in on him all the time and not let him get loose and grab him and set screens and follow him everywhere he goes.
Stuff to him. LeBron was talking so much stuff to him the past 3 games. It got in his head. I think he was sick of it.
3 games.
He was just
with a
giving
monster
him the
block.
business. 3 games.
Right on him.
On him.
It was on him. I mean, he was in his head.
And it started in Game 5 when it was a dead play, but, Steph came up, tried to lay the ball in. LeBron put it against the window. Don't bring that weak stuff in here.
No.
And ever since then, he was getting him.
All right.
It got in his head, for real.
And I think the last thing we need to talk about is where do we go? I really hate talking about this, but everybody's talking about it, so we got to address it. People are talking about him and MJ again.
Mm-hmm.
That conversation was kind of dead for a couple years. Now it's kind of back in play. People are like, oh, well, he'll never be as good as MJ. I'd pull $100 out on my wallet right now and say, I bet you LeBron James is in the finals next year.
Absolutely. I mean, if you let both of these guys play one-on-one in their prime, who would win? He's not better than MJ. If they play one-on-one 10 times, I think LeBron at least wins 5 of them.
Yeah, for
no
sure.
No question, because he's stronger. He's bigger and stronger than MJ, and his handle is a little better.
Michael is the greatest winner of all time.
No question. Redefined the NBA, made the NBA what it is today.
If I'm building an NBA player from scratch, it's LeBron James.
Oh, no question. But
Big,
you would like to give
strong,
him somebody's Ray Allen's jump shot.
Yeah, that's the only thing is LeBron can't really shoot like Michael could. But Michael couldn't. That's the thing that people forget about Michael. There was like 8-9 years of his career where he wasn't that great of a shooter. Also, let's just compare things. LeBron, never been swept in a series. Michael has.
Oh, LeBron got swept in the finals, but we don't count that 07 finals against.
That's right.
LeBron.
That's right. I do forget.
Because the Spurs were the best team.
Because it shouldn't have never been there.
Detroit just. I don't know what happened to Detroit.
He put his head down like he did in this series. Put his head down, went to work, won a series. That's what he does. He's the best bet in sports.
He's the most sure bet. Somebody's going to be in the finals. LeBron James.
The only other bet I would take on who's going to be a great team again, it's LeBron James and whoever he's playing for and the New England Patriots. The only two teams I'm like, I know these guys are going to be good. The Patriots are going to be good. LeBron James is going to be good.
LeBron's playing. He's going to have his team in the finals. He's like Novak
6
Djokovic.
years, man.
Djokovic is going to be in the finals every year, win or lose. But six straight years, 7 overall. He's only played 13 NBA seasons.
That's the thing. He's got 7 more years. He's got at least 6 or 7 more years left to play.
Maybe 3 or 4 really good ones.
He's got at least 4 at the most really high level years. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, tell me why he can't win 2 more.
Easy. Why he can't get to 5? What if he gets to 5? What if he gets to 6?
What
if he goes 3-peat?
Let's just say he gets 4.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes to 4 more finals.
I mean, 4 rings is nothing to
4
scoff at.
rings? And you've been to the finals, what, 10, 11 times? That's insane.
That's insane.
2010 was the last time that there was a finals without LeBron James in it.
And that was when Kobe was still in his prime. Kobe's retired, but LeBron is still here.
Stupid Magic. Dwight Howard get 1 year. Screw everything up for LeBron. Everybody wanted to see that Kobe-LeBron matchup. Would have been nice.
That would have been nice. That would have been real nice. But LeBron James is definitely in the room with the greatest of all time. No questions. No matter where you want to put him, where you want to rank him, depending on where you
let's just do this real fast, man. Is he in the top 5 for you?
Yeah.
Who's ahead of LeBron? Let's play this game. Who's ahead of LeBron? Michael.
I'm going to put Michael.
And I say Bill Russell. 11 championships, really hard to look down on.
I know, and we sneeze at the big men because bigs need more help.
I think that's why, because it's like you could say Kareem, you could say Will, you could say Shaq, you could say Bill Russell. It's like, that's a lot of centers. I think the thing is, you're in the room when there is a era named after you. There's the Bill Russell era. There's the Kareem era. There's the Magic Bird era. There's the Michael era. There was the Kobe era, and now it's the LeBron era, okay? There's not a Tim Duncan era. There's not a Charles Barkley era. Nobody says, hey, you know what? That Kareem, not Kareem, Olajuwon. There's not an Olajuwon era. That's no disrespect.
And
to
even
Olajuwon.
though he won 2 in a row. There's no
Michael
era.
wasn't there. Michael retired.
Michael would have had his team would have had a tough time beating those Rockets teams.
That's the funny thing. It was like, well, the only reason they won 2 was because Michael missed those 2 years. No, Michael only missed 1 of those years. And the other one, he got beat by a young Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway. By the way, 30 for 30. This magic moment, you ain't seen it, you need to watch that.
It's pretty good.
It's really good. Those 30 for 30s, man, they get me every time, man.
But look at the pressure LeBron James has had. That's another thing, too. You got to look at the times we live in with social media. The expectations for this guy, when he was a junior in high school, being called the chosen one by ESPN, the magazine, he was supposed to be in numerous finals, winning multiple championships. There was no other expectation for this guy. And he's done nothing but answer the bell time and time again. He's a role model off the basketball court. He's one of the best businessmen of all time for athletes.
$1 billion.
Showing people how to get money. And the only bad thing you say about him is he left Cleveland to go to a better situation because Cleveland couldn't attract any free agents.
And did a TV show about it, which raised $3 million for the Boys and Girls Club.
Exactly.
Such a terrible guy. I know. That's all right. All them people who burned his jerseys.
They bought some new ones.
They were out there celebrating last night.
You know they were.
And that's going to wrap it up, man, I think. That's all I got. LeBron's the man.
He is.
Steph, come back next year, step your game up. Oh, no. I do want to talk about this. The celebration afterwards, real fast, kind of made me mad. Of all the people, Draymond Green, the only dude who went up and talked to all of them, said congratulations. Steph Curry said in his post-game press conference, there was a lot of people around him. I just couldn't get to him. Now, Draymond waited.
Draymond and Clay waited.
They waited to give him his respect. You didn't. Yeah.
Steph's feelings were hurt, man.
It was. Yeah, now whose feelings was hurt?
His feelings were hurt, man.
Love that Ultimate Warrior t-shirt.
Draymond had to come over and give LeBron love because, he's part of LeBron's business team. They do business together. My bad, King. I meant nothing about that foul, man. Congratulations, dog. I'll see you in a couple weeks when we celebrate this new business deal.
Much respect.
But much respect to Draymond Green, too. He came out like a man possessed. 22 first-half points, 32 in the game. The only person to show up. Klay Thompson was missing in action. Steph Curry missing in action. Iguodala, we knew he was in pain, so we couldn't get much from Iguodala. Harrison Barnes went in the ice box for games 5, 6, and 7. What the hell? You pulled a Danny Green from a couple years ago.
Yeah,
went in the freaking ice box.
Couldn't hit nothing.
Couldn't hit crap.
Was missing layups.
It was ugly, man. And Andrew Bogut, yes, he was missed. But LeBron and the boys didn't complain last year when they had nobody.
Yeah.
And so Golden State can't complain this year. You had 2 home games to close it out.
Grudge
Y'all
match.
were up 3-1.
Grudge
exactly.
match.
No rubber match next year.
Hopefully everybody's healthy and we get a true champion.
That's right.
All right, that's going to do it for this show of the Rule of 3. Next show, we can talk a lot of stuff. Von Miller, Dustin Johnson, a lot of other stuff, man. I got a bunch of stuff on deck. All right, that is going to do it. As always, I'm your host. I'm Jeff. I'm joined by
Big Shot Bob. Side piece.
I'm out.